South Africa's poultry farmers are calling for major interventions to bring to an end the rolling blackouts, which they say have led to massive losses as millions of chickens have been selectively slaughtered.
We're an industry that slaughters chickens 24 hours a day. And this whole issue arose during December. We've got incredibly high demand for chicken in December, which is normal for us. That is what we deal with. But then we slaughter at full capacity. With having a number of public holidays. And then if we get load shedding at 6 hours at a time, that really causes trouble for us to be able to supply the market. And I think that is why you have read that some of our quick service restaurants closed down because they didn't have enough chicken on the shelves to sell.
The Poultry Association says the irony is that there's no shortage of chickens on the farm. The challenge is the lack of orders from food outlets that are struggling to keep up due to blackouts. Some companies have opted to buy generators, but concerns have been raised around the cost of diesel, which may lead to price hikes for chickens and feeds in the near future.
What has happened since December is that we really fell behind in terms of slaughtered. We normally slaughter birds that are 34 days old. Some of the birds that we have on the floor is 47 days old. And we have fallen behind in terms of the slaughter program. And now we are taking birds out of production, reducing our capacity to catch up with what load shedding is doing to us. Now, this can put upwards pressure on prices of chicken.
This has seen some outlets caution their customers on a shortage of supplies due to reduced stock of chicken.
South Africa is at the moment, like any country, is not doing very well economically. So it's not easy for the state to just be able to, you know what, okay, this is what we're going to do, especially if in a sort of maybe, let's say they're going to produce some subsidies, be it in the form of diesel or anything to ensure that at least there is a continuity in production for poultry. It is important that the country does not let this industry die because it's such a fundamental industry. And we have seen that countries that had had it before, that they have lost it. It is such a difficult thing to get it back. And that South Africa, it should be avoiding that at all costs.
Nkunjani says it's not only chicken farmers that are struggling to keep up with load shedding, but the sector in general. He says the ongoing blackouts have the potential to lead to a food security crisis in the country.
It's an animal protein that is easily available because it's more affordable. Now, when situations like this happen, it means then that we're going to have an issue with the supply. And when there's not enough supply, it means that there's not going to be a number of people that are not going to be able to afford it. And this is the source that is mainly affordable, as I said, is compared to other meats. The same trend is observed even in developed countries, given that now we are currently experiencing, inflation in general. So even the countries that are normally not having issues economical, but now at the moment it is such an issue, and therefore the demand for poultry in general is increasing. So even if one is to import it, it is going to still be expensive. So it is an important product that is required just for the sake of food security in any country, particularly for South Africa, because we're also buying a lot of it, and the industry was trying to increase its production. Unfortunately, the electricity issue, it is impacting that the industry is going to struggle to meet up with the demand.
An emergency meeting was held with the Agriculture Minister Thoko Didiza on interventions to help the sector amid the rolling blackouts, with a task team established to come up with the short-term interventions. But members of the industry are resolute that the only solution would be to bring to an end the crisis of load shedding. Katlego Logodi, SABC News, Johannesburg.